Hello there. If you're getting close to your due date, there's probably one big question on your mind. How will I know it's time? Well, you're in the right place. In this explainer, we're going to walk through all the early signs of labor, nice and calm, so you can feel totally prepared for the big day.
It's the question, isn't it? Every expectant parent asks it. And look, while every birth is a little bit different, your body is amazing and it will give you some pretty clear clues that things are getting started. The goal here is to learn how to read those signs so you can feel confident, not anxious. Okay, let's dive in.
All right, let's start with the thing that causes the most confusion: contractions. Your body actually does a kind of dress rehearsal before the main event, and knowing the difference between practice and the real thing is honestly the first major step.
So these practice contractions are called Braxton Hicks. Think of them as a warm-up for your uterus. It's a completely normal part of late pregnancy. They feel like this random tightening in your belly, but they aren't actually making your cervix open. They're just, practice.
So how can you tell the difference? As you can see here, it really comes down to the pattern. Braxton Hicks are totally unpredictable. They're irregular, they don't get stronger, and they might stop if you walk around. But true labor contractions, they have a mission. They get into a rhythm, becoming longer, stronger, and closer together over time. The key takeaway here is to look for that consistent, intensifying pattern. And here's a little pro tip. If you think you might be having Braxton Hicks, try drinking a couple of big glasses of water and maybe lie down on your side for a bit. A lot of the time, that's all it takes to make them just fade away.
Well, labor isn't just about contractions. Your body has a few other ways of letting you know that it's go time. So let's look at some of the other physical signs that your journey is about to begin.
You might notice something called the bloody show. Now, I know the name sounds a little alarming, but it's actually a fantastic sign. It's just the mucus plug that's been protecting your cervix your whole pregnancy coming loose. And that means your cervix is starting to soften and open up, getting ready for birth.
And of course, there's the one we all know from the movies, your water breaking. And you know what? It might not be a huge, dramatic gush. For a lot of women, it's more like a slow, steady trickle of warm fluid that you just can't control. It's very different from normal discharge.
And this is really, really important. As soon as your water breaks, you need to call your doctor or midwife, even if you're not having any contractions yet. They need to know so they can tell you what to do next. So, the signs are there. Your contractions are starting to get into a rhythm. Congratulations, you're in early labor. Now, I want you to think of this part as a marathon, not a sprint. The goal right now is just to conserve your energy and stay as comfortable as you possibly can.
For most low-risk pregnancies, staying home during this early phase can be so beneficial. You're in your own comfortable space where you can relax, and research shows that this is often linked to lower rates of medical interventions down the line. It just lets your body do its thing. So, what can you actually do to stay comfortable? A gentle walk can be great. A warm shower or bath can feel absolutely amazing. Put on some music that relaxes you, and definitely keep your energy up with some light snacks and lots of fluids. This is your time to just breathe, relax, and trust that your body knows exactly what it's doing.
Okay, so you've been managing early labor at home, but things are starting to get more intense. The contractions are stronger. The big question is, when is it actually time to head to the hospital or birth center?
Luckily, there's a really simple rule of thumb that can help you decide. It's called the 5-1-1 rule, and it's a fantastic, easy way to know when it's time to make the move. Here's how it works. You're looking for 3 things. 1, your contractions are coming every 5 minutes. 2, each one is lasting for a full minute. And 3, this whole pattern has been going on for at least 1 solid hour. If you can check all 3 of those boxes, it's time to call your provider and let them know you're on your way.
Now, the 5-1-1 rule is a great guideline, but please remember that everyone's labor is different. The most important tool you have is your own intuition. You know your body better than anyone. If you feel deep down like it's time to go, it's always worth making that call.
And honestly, this is probably the most important takeaway of all. Never, ever hesitate to call your doctor or midwife. They are your partners in this, and they want to hear from you. A quick phone call can bring so much clarity and peace of mind. Seriously, when in doubt, just call.
So there you have it. You know the signs to look for. You know how to tell the difference between practice and the real deal, and you have a plan. The whole point of this is to replace that feeling of uncertainty with a feeling of confidence. You are so ready for this journey. You've got this.